Hey y'all, I was looking for something different to do to my hair, so I decided to film me curling it. I seen a couple of people do it to the faux locks, the wrap locks, and I was curious as to if I could do it with all this hair. Luckily, I was able to do it, and I was able to catch it on film. So if you're interested to see how I got these curls, then keep watching. And also, please excuse this white residue on my lashes. I'm waiting on the glue to dry. And it's just going through some things. And also, please excuse my edges because it is nighttime when I'm filming this. So, yeah.
Showing you my locks in their current state. This is basically straight out the pack. I've had these in for about a week and probably a couple of days, but barely a week. As you can see, they're really straight. They do have a slight crinkle in them. Like I said, straight out the pack. To do this style, you will need some foam rollers. You can choose any size that you desire. Whatever size you want your curls to be, choose some of the foam curlers to kind of mimic the size of the curl that you want. Okay, now here I'm just gonna separate my hair into 4 parts just to make my hair more manageable when pulling out sections to roll my whole head because these are a lot of locks if you have not noticed. When doing this, I actually forgot to pick up a couple of hair bands, and you will see me reach over for some right now. Yeah, I don't know how I thought my hair was going to stay without a hairband, but I mean, I guess. While doing this, I also realized that I probably should have started on the back instead of the front first, just because the back is more difficult. You cannot see, and I believe the hair in the back was way thicker than the front, so I was kind of deceived while doing this. And just to let you guys know, this was my first time curling these. I'm not a pro. I just watched a couple of videos on people curling other synthetic hair, and you know, I love seeing people with natural sister locks curl their hair. So I want to see how it look curling these. So starting off my curl, I want to grab a small section of hair. Right here, I was just trying to gauge how much hair I want to use, and I did grab way too much. But you want to at least get, I don't want to go by strands, but just get enough to not overflow your roller. When putting your hair on the roller, you just want to grab the ends and try to roll them as tightly as you can. And to secure those, kind of overlap the hair that you're rolling on the roller on top of your ends. And I'm just bending the roller to keep it in place. Again, I'm just taking a small section of my front section and grabbing a roller, and I'm going to start from the bottom, and I will roll in a spiral motion. So here I'm just making sure my ends are locked in on the roller, and I'm just going to spiral my hair all the way up. And don't roll your hair too tight because you won't be able to dip your hair in the hot water that's coming next. And you don't want to burn yourself because trust me, I almost burned myself. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about the fact that steam can burn you, but just watch out. And here's my completed clip of my front 2 sections. And we're ready to dip. Here, this was actually the biggest bowl I could find at the moment. I should have chosen a bigger container, but I didn't. And I'm just pouring in some water that I just got finished boiling, because for synthetic hair you will need really hot water It might not have to be steaming as hard as mine is, but you will need some really hot water to set your curls in place. Um, and make sure you grab a towel, because that way you can shield your face from the steam, or if you can have someone else to help you, do that. Because like I said earlier, the steam does burn, in case people did not know. But you do want to protect yourself from this hot water, because it is boiling hot water, and I doubt anyone wants to burn their face. So yeah. When I dip my hair, I'll let it sit for probably about a minute in the water, and then I'll pull it out and drain it and stick it back in for a second time. Here to unroll my curls, I usually just take the rollers out, but for this look, you do not want to take your roller out how I just did. That way you're basically breaking up your curl and you're making it drop faster than it needs to. You want to go with the spiral when you take your hair loose, which I'm doing right now. And just basically let it sit so it can set itself and dry. And I'm going to keep demonstrating it through this clip. And as you can see, you can see the big difference between the first roller I've taken out and the other two. After dipping my hair, before I usually take my rollers loose, I do like to use my blow dryer and kind of help my hair dry a little bit more, so the curls will be more set, instead of me taking loose really damp curls, because then all the weight from the water would just make your curls drop faster than they need to. So I just basically, like I said, ran my blow dryer through my hair to help the drying process. And in the back, I will be showing you a clip as I dry the back of my hair. All in all, this did not take that long for me to do. If I didn't have so much hair in my head, this process could have taken probably about, I want to say 30 minutes to an hour, but it took me a little bit longer because I didn't have enough rolls for my whole head, and I also did have a lot of hair in my head and had to use smaller sections. So, when choosing your rollers and rolling your hair, be mindful of how many rollers you have and how big of sections you would like to take for your hair if you don't have time to curl. In this clip, you can see the difference between the side that I have combed out and finger combed out the curls, and the other side is basically my spiral held together right after I blow dry my hair and before I finger through my curls to make them bigger, fuller and more bouncy. And in my previous video, if you didn't get a good look at my colors, this is pretty much a good clip on the colors I have put in my head with these micro locks. Well, this is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.